Do you have a dirty little secret? Welcome to the club.
And you're all invited.
The first rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club is tell everyone about the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
We're handing out memberships free of charge.
Step up to the VIP line and let Dayna and Brimstone take you on a weekly ride of secrets and debauchery.
Now buckle up, Buttercup, because things are about to get heated on the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
Welcome, everybody, to another edition of the Dirty Little Secrets Club. We're your hosts.
Dayna Pereira.
And this is Brimstone. I did the head thing that you did. See?
And Dayna Pereira. If people could see us, go to YouTube.
All they got to do is just watch the videos. I mean, go to YouTube, go to our site, go to my site, whatever it is. You'll be able to see the videos. And honestly, I think you guys would enjoy it a lot more because the facial expressions between Dana and I sometimes are, not to toot our own horns, but pretty damn hilarious.
You know, whenever I haven't had my face frozen by Botox, I can express well.
Fair enough. What do you call it? The world is a crazy place, Day, and I'm glad we're here to report on it. I think that we need to kind of give everybody a little bit of update on the Disney woman that we spoke about a couple weeks ago.
Well, it was last week. So if you guys listened last week, you heard about the Disney woman. You heard me lose my ever-loving mind over it.
You did. You did. You really did.
I went hard on this woman. And you know what? I feel vindicated by this article.
Yes, you do feel vindicated, and I will give you that. I will give you that. Because it's Go ahead. Let them know.
So, of course, we're talking about the woman who was taken out of Disney in handcuffs with her crying children. I was like, ugh, entitlement. Don't love her. She shouldn't have done that. She snuck her kids into Disney. As it turns out, this is the fourth time in 2 months that this woman has snuck her children into Disney.
Wow.
So, I think by the fourth time, you deserve to be fucking taken out in cuffs.
That's crazy. Yeah,
those poor kids, though. Those poor kids didn't do anything, but their mom, she deserved it.
Yeah, well, you don't know. Well, look, the kids went along with it, didn't they?
Well, I mean, their adult told them that they needed to do this thing, and they were like 3 and 4. So I'm not putting any responsibility on those children.
I'm sorry. I feel that if you were there, in for a penny, in for a pound, if it was in, what do you call it? If it was in Georgia, just because they're in the room at the same time, like if somebody robs a convenience store and you're in the car, you're going to jail as though you committed the crime, even if you didn't know you were going to be there.
See, just another reason to not live in Georgia.
It's true. It's very true. I know that happened to somebody I knew. What do you call it? They went in the car with somebody, her and another person were in a car with somebody, and they wound up having no idea. The guy went in, robbed the store, came back out, and when they got picked up, they got sentenced just as though they went in and did the robbery. How crazy is that?
Oh,
I forgot what
guilty by association.
I forgot what the thing is called, but
that is crazy.
Craziness. Laws are nuts. This is why, everybody, you're out there, you have to be very, very careful when you're picking who's going to be in government. So when you're going to vote, make sure you're voting smart. That's it.
Keep
Vote
that
smart.
in mind.
And again, whichever side you're on, doesn't matter. That's up to you. But make sure that you know all the facts before you hit those dials. You know what I mean?
Actual facts, not just because somebody said something.
Fact checking, baby.
Actual fact check, please.
Fact check.
Please.
It's very important. And speaking of facts, apparently other people have come out against Diddy. This is another issue.
This is 120 more accusations against Diddy.
We can't necessarily say that all 120 are real, right?
No, they're accusations. This is not saying that absolutely anything happened whatsoever. This is an accusation, but 120 new accusations,
That's a lot.
25 of them, and this is heavy, so trigger warning, 25 of them were minors when the alleged abuse happened. So anyways, you have to assume that if 120 of them are there, that there's probably some in there that are actual truth.
Yeah, that's crazy. Listen, I've just the world has got really crazy.
Dude, does it
and
feel like the last couple of weeks that shit is just like fucking imploded?
yeah, and it continues.
It's
I
nonstop.
I don't know what to say. To be completely blunt, I have no idea what to say about it anymore because
I
there
know.
are certain people that are in their minds they believe that they know it all and that uh I don't want to get into politics. It is what it is. People don't know the facts and the whole world is imploding and nobody sees why. And that's awful. And that goes for both sides and everything all around it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just awful. So
There's
yeah,
an eclipse tonight, just FYI. I wonder, you know me and my woo-woo shit. I'm like, ugh, the eclipse. It's fucking with us all.
Woo, 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 woo.
Ugh,
Are you
the moon is doing things again.
are you okay to say where you're going today or no?
Yeah, I am heading out to New Orleans again.
Nolans. Gotta say it like
Listen,
the right way.
but I am not from there, so
Doesn't
I'm going to
matter.
say it the way that I say it.
Nolans. Nolans. Say it right, woman.
How about I just say Nola? Can I say Nola?
You can say Nola. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But Nolans, what do you call
By
it?
the time I get back, this won't even come out until after I get home. So
yeah,
I'm safe. I'm safe
only
to
a
say.
couple of days.
Yeah.
Only a couple of days. Nobody can go out there and try to harass you.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Dayna. You're going to Dirty Little Secrets Club wearing that funky hat, huh?
Oh gosh.
Huh?
Oh, the hats. The hats are gonna be so good. I cannot wait. Whenever I get back, I will share what hat that I pull out of the bag and have to wear around because they're all naughty and raunchy. I am absolutely putting a hat in the bag that says you can't get pregnant in the butt.
I don't even know where you found that. Probably at
Amazon,
Spencer's or
baby.
online. You spend too much time on Amazon.
True that.
Did you say proof that?
No, I said true that.
Oh, I just said prove that. I was
my
like,
order history will prove that.
yeah. I don't know who's worse on their interwebs, you or my wife. The two of you have habits.
I think we're two peas in a pod there.
Yeah. Anyways, speaking about buying and selling things, what about the Arkansas couple who tried to sell their baby for $1,000 and a 6-pack of beer?
I mean, okay.
This really did happen, didn't it?
This is in the Ozarks. Yes.
Okay.
There was a couple walking around an Ozarks campground trying to sell their baby, a 2-month-old baby, for $1,000 and a 6-pack of beer.
You have to laugh because if you don't laugh, you're just gonna cry or just like lose your it. I mean, even if you look at the picture of these people, I mean, that in itself is like
they look like they would sell their baby for a 6-pack of beer and $1,000.
They do.
And that might even be too rich for their blood. But this woman said, and I quote, "It was not working having 3 dogs and a baby." She was giving up her baby.
Get rid of the dog. Get rid of the dogs. No offense. I mean, I know nothing comes between you and your dogs, but I don't think you give up one of your kids for the dogs.
Oh
you have to think about that.
I would not.
Your face.
Maybe one of the older ones.
You'd have to think about it. You're like, well, I don't know about
maybe one of the adult children that I have. Not the little ones, not a baby.
Pissed me off a little bit the other day. I don't know.
Yeah.
But, I don't
I'm like,
know.
you're an adult. You can survive on your own.
20 and 21 are the ages of these kids. I mean, listen, I would like to think, I'm sorry. I would like to think that I was not that stupid at 20 and 21. You know what I mean? First of all, use protection. Second of all, especially if you are not in a position to take care of a child, wear protection. I don't know.
Well, see,
That doesn't always work either.
that doesn't always work. Uh, a deputy that arrived at the scene, they had a letter that said, I, name of the parents, are signing our rights over to the name of the man that they gave the baby to, of our baby boy named, and they don't name him, for $1,000 on 9/21/2024. They actually wrote a letter saying that we sign over the rights to our baby to this person.
And they actually made the transaction.
Well, I think what happened was that the guy was like, this baby is in danger. They're trying to sell the baby. I'm going to take the baby. And then the baby was taken to the hospital.
Right. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's crazy. So they gave the diaper bag and the baby, and they kept the dogs. They kept the dogs. And considering the baby can at least eat from the tap, but the dogs you have to go buy lots of food for. I don't know. There's a woman, she said that the baby smelled like ammonia and fecal matter. His diaper was full. He had a heavy rash, blisters and swelling on his buttocks.
Of course
and his
he did. This poor baby.
genitals. So a dog hair inside the baby's diaper. Like, I mean, again, these 20 and 21, obviously nowhere near mature enough to have a child. Not saying that all people are not.
Totally.
These people are obviously not.
Yeah, these people suck. I was 23 when I had my first baby, and he was well taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
These people suck. Right now, it's the Arkansas Department of Human Services that has the baby. But fucking Arkansas, what the hell? $1,000 and a 6-pack of beer?
Craziness. What do you call it? Yeah,
People in the world suck, man.
I don't understand. I don't understand. Because
imagine that family secret. Seriously.
I could never in a million years imagine, ever doing such a thing. So,
Listen, there was probably a night or two where I was like, I could probably give up my baby for a 6-pack of beer and $1,000.
You're messed up. What's wrong with you?
I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
It would have been a 6-pack of wine.
Oh. Or maybe a wine in a box. Would you stoop so low?
Sure, of course.
Wine in a box is good. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I actually don't mind wine in a box.
Listen, I'm not that snooty. As I'm like, I only drink Italian wines.
And they
They don't give me a hangover. Fuck American wines.
It has to be delicious.
Yes.
And very delicious. Speaking of kids and apparently not knowing where they've come from or where they're going, you apparently know about this woman who apparently kept a huge secret from not just her son, but her husband.
So this was posted onto Reddit. This kid and his dad both share a love of history and genealogy and stuff like that. And he, like his dad, really wanted to learn about his heritage and, see where he came from and all of this stuff. So he takes a DNA test. Now his dad.
I Dream a Genie? Like genealogy? I Dream a Genie?
Yes.
Aladdin's Genie?
You nailed it. Yes. Coming right out of the bottle.
I thought. I'm sorry.
The mom wishes that the genie would have stayed in the fucking bottle because whenever the kid takes a DNA test, he is fully expecting, because his dad had already taken one, he is expecting that his dad is going to be on his DNA matches, as you would if you were the true father of this. He's not. He's not on there. His dad is 100%
that bitch
on there. at all. No, he's 0% that bitch. He got nothing from him. So
Ooh.
he goes to his mom and he's like, hey, mom, dad's not a DNA match to me. What the fuck?
Like, what's going on here, man?
Here's what happened. 28 years earlier,
Jesus.
husband left, best friend and wife were at home. They drink too much. They have sex. They wake up the next day mortified. Can't believe we did this. Never do it again.
Yeah,
and
I'm
they
sure
never
were
did.
mortified. Right. Well, so
Well,
they say.
So this is
they say.
Listen, we're going to take the story and we're going to
Go
believe
ahead. You can
it.
tell the story. I appreciate that. But
We're
yeah,
going to
that's not.
believe it. So,
Go ahead.
according to this woman, she cheated on her husband one time 28 years ago with his best friend. She was mortified. Never happened again. They've had 28 years of a life together since then. And now her son is saying, you have to tell him before he looks at his DNA results and realizes I'm not on there.
Well, yeah. Yeah. That's a huge thing. I'm on all my kids, thankfully, so that's a positive.
Yeah.
Wow. See, and that's the thing that worries the crap out of me, man. You know what I mean? Like that's, like, and yeah, that's.
Well, imagine, first of all, let's imagine you have been with 28 years longer because he has an older sister. 33 years with somebody. You've spent your entire adult life with this person.
Right.
Then you find out that almost 30 years ago, they cheated on you.
Wow.
Now, that is going to hurt.
And how many more times since then?
That's not what's in question right now. That is going to hurt the same way that it would hurt if he found that out 30 years ago.
Agreed.
It's like the first time he's finding out about it. That's going to be a huge gaping open wound.
Right.
But she's moved on from it. She's like, what? That happened 30 years ago. I've never done it again since. It happened that we had a great life together. I'm like, oh my gosh, how do you, like, there's no meeting in the middle here. So many people were commenting on this. Like, you don't even understand. You're about to blow up his world and it's going to be like you just did it yesterday. And you better fucking hold your tongue over it because you cannot use the excuse, well, that was 30 years ago when he's just finding out about it right now.
Right. And then finding out that his kid's not really his kid.
And that, too, has to be such a mind fuck. So she's terrified. She's like, I know I was a horrible person and that it's going to completely ruin my family.
Somebody's going to die.
I mean, I don't know that it's going to go that far, but it's definitely going to blow up the family. I think the family secret is it's about to be unearthed.
Wow. I can't even remember it. And the next morning, his friend and I were mortified and vowed we'd never to bring it up again. So then when you were pregnant, you probably should have not had the child.
Again, I'm not going to comment on that. I'm just saying there's a family secret and that's what it is.
Okay. I mean, if you knew that it was the other guys.
She didn't know.
Okay. Well.
She didn't know. Although, I mean, I'm sure she had to wonder a lot, though, throughout the years. That baby pops out many a times when the babies are born. They look like their fathers. That's like for a reason. That is nature's DNA test, you know? My kids all popped out looking like their dads.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
they had to have been like, huh.
Thankfully, my kids all look like me. Wow. Yeah. But still, I don't know. That stuff bothers me a lot. That stuff bothers me. But
yeah, that's rough.
Well,
that is. But doesn't it make you so happy that it's not your drama? Like we can sit here and we discuss the crazy shit that happens in other people's lives, and we're like, thank fuck.
Yeah,
that's not just our lives.
28 years of fucking lies. Wow, man.
Oy.
That's awful. That's awful. I mean, anyway, I don't know if you saw this one. It was actually there. There was a guy. It was actually right around the same thing. It might have shown up on your side too. A man that was conflicted because he found affectionate letters to his girlfriend from an infamous murderer that was in prison.
What?
You didn't see this one? Hold on one
No.
second. I'm going to send you the thing. I saw it and I
Oh,
figured.
just read it to me. You don't have to send it to
Okay.
me. Read it to me.
So, describing the letters from a well-known recently convicted murderer as like something long-distance lovers would write to each other, the man turns to the internet about what to do and receives advice and speculation about the infamous murderer. So, what do you call it? Apparently, the girlfriend had a lot of interest in true crime podcasts and documentaries, and it expanded into the real world when he found a whole box of letters from her apparent prison pen pal. So, again, it
Wow.
goes to Reddit, they figured out who was writing to him. The guy is admitted to his murders, and what do you call it? Yeah, now he's not comfortable around the girlfriend.
Well, I
So
get it. I understand. That is so, like, first of all, I don't understand. Now, I love true crime. I
yeah,
love it. I listen to a lot of it. I watch a lot of it. I am, the basic bitch that loves true crime.
right.
Super am. You are not going to find me pen paling a serial killer. I have no, whenever I watch
There's no
true
reason
crime,
for it.
it is, yeah, there is no reason for it. Like,
Life after lockup.
ugh.
I know
Well, okay.
I know Lacey from Life After Lockup. She's been on Grindhouse. What do you call it?
See,
Nice
I'm
girl.
not,
Out of your goddamn mind for doing any of that stuff. Nothing but drama.
there are, like, I'm not saying that all prisoners are bad or that they shouldn't have a life afterwards or whatever. I don't know what Lacey did or anything like that, but a serial killer?
Yeah,
Like a person that didn't just make a mistake once,
right.
a person that decided consciously
Yeah,
to murder several people.
yeah.
Like,
And he's talking to her and she's talking to him in a way that is not appropriate. So, and then being the guy
think
in
that
that
he would fucking
relationship,
murder you.
right, the guy in the relationship, well, then you've got to also think, well, what happens if this guy gets out and tries to come after me
Yeah.
and you, but come after me, like,
He's already serial killed other people. I'm
right.
sure that you are not a bump in the road for him.
Apparently the guy not only killed, but he brutally killed his 2 kids and his pregnant wife. And he confessed it. And this one is talking to you're out of your goddamn mind.
Is this
You know
that
what I
guy
mean?
from Colorado or whatever?
Maybe.
Chris something or other. Does it say who the serial killer was?
It didn't say the name. Doesn't
Oh
say
my
the
God.
name.
Remember that guy that he killed his 2 daughters? And then his
Okay.
wife was pregnant. He was cheating on her with another woman.
Maybe.
And oh my God, I
Maybe
bet
that's
you
who
it's
it is.
him.
Maybe that's it. It very well could be that person. I don't know.
Gross.
Danielle and I were just watching. We just finished watching a documentary. It was about the one, I can't remember the names now or what it was called. It was the one where the guy was in jail and then it was like a big thing. The woman
He
who
got
was
sprung.
like, yeah, the high up on
I
the
watched
chain.
it.
Oh, you did?
I did.
And then
yeah.
she wound up dying in the car accident when they were going after him.
Well, I'm not sure if she took her own life.
Well,
It sounded like, I know that she died from a bullet wound.
yeah.
I do not know if that was self-inflicted or if he did it.
Craziness. But you watched that too? Oh,
I did.
alone.
That
Yeah.
shit is crazy. It's so crazy.
I think that you destroyed your entire freaking being for some guy who's a degenerate who obviously probably does not give 2 craps about you.
It's not
You know
like
what
he
I
even
mean?
tried to tell you that he wasn't a degenerate. He's legit in prison. I don't know what evidence more you need that they're probably not the best person for you.
Yeah,
Like,
I think
it's
it's
spelled out in front of you. A jury,
right.
12 other people said, you know what? This guy probably shouldn't be roaming the streets.
Yeah,
And you're
probably
like, but
not.
I love him.
Yeah,
What the
no.
fuck?
Nope. 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 I'm
No.
trying to see if there's anywhere where it says who the murderer is. But I can't see. Wait, is it Chris Watts?
Yes. Yep. That's him. That's the one.
Yeah, I think that's Chris Watts.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
There's another documentary on him on Netflix too, by the way. It came out a couple of years ago.
And then they're just, doing freaking documentaries on all these weirdos and freaking.
Which is unfortunate because you're making them famous, right?
Yep.
And then you make it desirable. And now everybody wants to be fucking famous and they don't give a shit what for. They want to be, the next Zodiac killer.
I don't know why. I don't know. I can't. Again, like I said at the beginning, this world is becoming a crazy wild place.
I can't
It's
imagine.
imploding, and I don't know what the hell is going on. It's an ism that has gotten into everybody's heads since a few years back, and it just has not left, and it just keeps going worse. There's always been serial killers. There's always been hate. There's always been, this stuff.
Ted
But it was
Bundy got
never.
letters in prison. Manson got letters in prison. Manson got married in prison.
It was never this prominent until,
Well,
more
because
recent
now we have
years.
access to information at our fingertips all the time.
Yeah,
We're
this
doing
is true.
documentaries on everything. We just consume.
Weird
And
ass people.
it is wild.
Crazy
It is
people.
wild.
Do you know there's another one now? They like talking about craziness. There was a dude that was actually hiding under cars at a car wash just to stare at ladies' feet.
Yeah. Okay. So he is a future serial killer. Got it. That is.
Freaking hell, man.
They
Like,
caught
seriously.
this dude crawling under 3 cars, looking at you have fucking the internet in your pocket.
Footfinder.com, baby. Go ahead. Go there. Enjoy yourself. Look, a different mug, by the way. I have a new mug.
Oh,
I think it's Chucky. Yeah,
it
it's
is Chucky. Stop fucking harassing women, crawling under their cars to look at feet. That is so disturbing and violating.
It's even worse if he's looking up and looking under skirts and stuff, which there
Well,
are
I think
many
his
people
whole
that
thing was feet, but still, I would feel violated if somebody was like crawling under my car, looking at my feet. How terrifying would it be to just know that somebody had crawled under your car?
That's okay. That's freaking scary and freaking crazy.
Yeah.
This
Well,
one,
they
it
caught
alleges
that foot guy on camera also.
Yeah,
They
that
caught
was
him crawling under the cars.
like, what's worse? It's crazy.
Could you imagine if you were about to, because he was at a car wash. So these women were washing their cars, vacuuming their cars, stuff like that. Could you imagine you are vacuuming out your car and all of a sudden you look down and you see a shadow or a head or a hand or something just like under your car?
You can't even step on it because they'll probably enjoy it.
Ugh.
I know somebody. Okay, one of my friends in the wrestling industry. What do you call it? One of the old timers.
Oh, this is the guy with the heels.
Yes. Oh, so I've told you about that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. And like he would enjoy it. Like he'd be like, But
he did that consensually with somebody. He wasn't slipping under a car and hoping to get fucking stomped by a heel, that was something consensual that he did. So that's a little different than this guy here, Mr. Soapy Joe's.
Soapy Joe's.
Falling under cars.
Speaking about heels, for anybody who's interested in watching something that has to do with wrestling, Mr. McMahon is out, which is on Netflix, and I watched that as well, obviously, because I'm from that industry.
Yeah.
And it is quite a wild ride. A lot of it I knew about. Some of it I did not know about. Other stuff I know what was really happening, what really happened, and Some crazy stuff. So I suggest, checking that out. And that is everything to do with Dirty Little Secrets Club because there are so many secrets. It's absolutely ridiculous. We might even have to do a whole episode on it if you decide you'd like to watch it. So
All right.
that's up to you. You let me know. But it was like the current allegations against Vince is crazy, really big. I will neither confirm nor deny whether I believe all of it, any of it, none of it. But I can tell you off air.
Well,
what
if
I'm
I watch
thinking.
it, then you're going to have to confirm or deny it because we'll be doing an episode.
This is true. This is true. Well, no, I can skirt around the edge, babe. I can skirt around the edge. I can do
That's
that.
we don't skirt here on the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
Skirt. Anyway, if you decide you want to watch it and you want to take notes and talk about it, I am down to talk about it.
All right, I'll keep
It
you
is.
posted.
It is a wild ass roller coaster ride that even if you're not a wrestling fan, you'll be like, oh shit,
Yeah.
very, very meaty, very much. What I think they did is they said that they were going to that they were doing a documentary on McMahon, to show him, show people who he is and the man behind the curtain, the great Oz, you know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
But in a positive manner, like a positive documentary.
Well, that's what they
And
did with
then
the Tiger King. Then they spin it.
Right. Well, and then they flipped it all around. And towards the end of filming, I believe McMahon he ceased all interviews with them because that's when the allegations hit. So all the following and all of the interviews with all the major names that are involved, Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, you know what I mean? Like Trish Stratus, Tony Atlas, a whole bunch of big players, Triple H. It all happened before these allegations happened, these new ones. So what do you call it? Crazy. But that's about all the time we
Everybody
have,
has
ladies and
homework.
gents. That's about all the time, ladies and gents. We greatly appreciate you tuning in every single week to the Dirty Little Secrets Club. Please continue to rate, review, subscribe. We love you for it. Help us reach those goals of climbing the ladder of the best,
The
of
charts.
best. We appreciate it. And Dana, you want to let them know the one rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club?
Yes, the first rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club is to tell everyone about the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
We appreciate you. We love you again. We will see you, God willing, next week.
You think we want something from you, you got another thing coming.